This is ISDT7354. What is leadership? Well, leaders are different than managers slightly, and we're going to get into that in a moment. Leaders deal with achieving goals. Leaders function as innovators, visionaries, trust builders, influencers, and more importantly, they encourage creativity in these team members. It's very important. They allow them to exercise their creativity and encourage it. So a manager is different from a leader in the fact that managers execute a plan. They focus on a chief goal, a specific goal. Managers focus on production and deadlines. Managers supervise staff. They know to stay within a particular budget, and I can very well attest to that, being the owner of a business. Managers do things right. Leaders do the right things. Wow, that's a great quote right out of chapter 13 in our textbook. Love the quote. So leaders have specific behaviors and skills. Involved are three interrelated competencies: cognitive, behavioral, and process skills. The cognitive skills are the ability to assess the current situation and plan what can be done. Behavioral skills are adapting resources to match whatever actions are required for problem solving. Process involves effective communication. Very important, two very important words. Couldn't have said it better myself. The ability to communicate with staff and have them understand plans and goals while the leader listens and responds. So it is much more important for leaders to address content concerns than to recite content. This is true. It's important for everyone to know the content, but more importantly, can be said that the leader knows how to respond to the content and thus develop an effective outcome. So leaders, they're different from a manager. And why is that? Leaders motivate their team by bringing out the best in them. They provoke, create creativeness, encourage creativity among their team members. They listen to them. They respond to them. They're not just concerned with a budget or a deadline or a timeline or a milestone. They're worried about the big picture and the outcome. Leaders integrate the instructional team's energy, talent, and ability to foster success. Success. That's what we all want, right? The outcome, success. Leaders deal with a broader aspect of achieving objectives and goals. Leaders function as innovators, visionaries, trust builders, and influencers of people. I'll say it again. Very important. Right out of the textbook. Leadership and managerial traits. Then we're going to get into situational leadership. So leadership traits, as you can see, can be different than managerial traits. They are similar, but yet they're different. Leaders can consider the readiness level of team members and situational variation. Can leadership be situational? Yes. Responding to a situation is one of the chief skills and talents of a leader. And more importantly, I wanted to point out that Paul Hersey and Ken Blanchard developed the situational leadership model in 1969, and here is a visual representation of that model. Project manager, he or she possesses a shared vision, good communication, integrity, enthusiasm, empathy, competence, ability to delegate, work under pressure, team building skills, and problem solving skills, which is very important. All of these traits from a leader or a manager are important. They're all similar, but they're all different, but they're all pertinent. Situational leadership. In an educational setting, you might have someone that visions and plans, creates collaborative environments, solves problems, make decisions, communicates, they trust, they show trust, and they empower others. In a corporate setting, you might have self-awareness in a leader, knowing strengths and weaknesses, decisiveness, making decisions rapidly. Time is money, right? So you have to be on your game. Fairness, equitable treatment, treat everybody fairly. It's all the way back in the Bible, love your neighbors, yourself, all the way till ISDT7354. So the golden rule, treat people fairly. The golden rule's been around since the beginning of time. Very important. You have team motivation, enthusiasm. Be enthusiastic. Motivate your team. Ensure readiness. Integrity. Earning team respect. You have to give respect to earn respect. You treat people like you want to be treated, and you show them, you earn their respect. So, successful thought leadership. An effective thought leader has original thought, they have clear vision, they're not afraid of controversy, they're passionate about their ideas, and they know how to articulate. They know how to move their ideas and demonstrate them and make them stick. They're good listeners. They command the audience, command attention. Their word utilization is very effective and efficient. And they cultivate a follower base. They also have access to a superior marketing agency or marketing communications agency. Team leadership. Team leaders ensure coordination, communication, cohesion. Very important. It's my favorite one. Have a tight team tightness. Decision making, conflict management, social relationships. The maintenance and of these relationships as well. So, virtual environment leadership. This is gets into remote instruction and design, and you're in this environment. You have to trust the team. You focus on your findings. You have employee accountability. You make communication a priority. You encourage flexibility. You have concise, detailed meetings, very important. Otherwise, members may get discouraged. And you have team unification, cohesion, and you have role expectation. Team member role expectation.